All right, I'm going to try and keep this, very minimal, or not minimal, but like very straight to the point so I don't have to edit this very much because I want to play this game as much as possible, which is not something I've said in a while. But Season 3 Team Affinity is here in MLB The Show, and in this video, I'm going to cover what we all got in yesterday's content drop and also what I feel the best strategy is for grinding Team Affinity. If you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on another video. Now, the first thing we're going to cover is the XP reward path because I didn't realize that they were going to put Jake Diekman, a Retro Finest Jake Diekman card, at fucking 20,000 XP, which this card is pretty good. Sinker, slurve, four seam, circle change, maxed out hits and K per 9. Better day player and behind plays when the team is behind. I can't talk, but we're just gonna roll with it. Then we have like a ton of captains packs, and we also get this pack 1 of out of position players, which includes Noah Syndergaard, Pete Crow Armstrong, Brandon Crawford, Paul Konerko, and Jose Trevino. And this Jose Trevino, they gave a screwball with 109, 104. I think I took this guy out of the pack when I opened this, but I haven't even checked out this Pete Crow Armstrong yet. 99 velocity, 99 break, 110, 100. Holy shit. And he's got outlier on the fastball. Might be an underrated one there. I didn't even realize he was like that. And there's also Dansby Swanson on the Chicago Cubs, a gold glove card. Hitting is alright, but it's a 97. The fielding is really where this card comes into play. Then at 160,000, not a million, not 900,000 XP. At 160, we have 99 overall Craig Biggio, Hall of Fame series, 119, 120, 90, and 91 power. Basically what you're going to get from a Craig Biggio card. Decent power, but mainly there for the contact and speed. And they gave him a catcher secondary, so expect to see him behind the plate for a majority of people. And then not too far ahead of him at only 350,000 XP before the XP reward path starts rotating is a 99 overall Hank Aaron, notably an Atlanta Brave, but also Milwaukee Brewer at the end of his career. 125 against lefties, 120, 115 against righties, maxed out clutch with 90 overall fielding stats except for reaction at 86. He can also play first base, which isn't a bad option. He's also got 81 speed and 83 stealing. Decent amount of quirks. He's got 9 of them. So he'll be a pretty good card to use. Has no one... Oh, they've probably used him in BR. I was going to say, no one's unlocked him yet, right? So those are in the XP reward path. And then we have the 30 out of position cards in Team Affinity. If you guys weren't aware of what they did for Season 3, what they did is they took cards that were... or players that were at their normal position and put them out of position. So as you might have noticed with the Pete Crow Armstrong one, they made him a starting pitcher. Designated hitter CC Sabathia. Ellie De La Cruz is now a starting pitcher. Paul Skeens is a catcher. Shortstop Mason Wynn is a starting pitcher. And you get the gist. So there's 30 of those cards. You can unlock them by doing moments, player exchanges, a showdown, conquest, and some missions along the way. And usually you can do a few of them at the same time. You get a couple millionaire packs, some standards, bonus habit packs. It's pretty much the same XP, or not XP reward path, Team Affinity grind path as we've gotten in past years. With NL East, I believe the cards are Dontrelle Willis, Austin Riley, Jacob deGrom at shortstop, Aaron Nola, and Bryce Harper. Then we've got the AL East with Manny Machado as a relief pitcher, Cutter Crawford at shortstop, Mariano Rivera in center field, which is crazy to me. And they gave him such good fielding stats and 85 speed. It's going to be weird seeing Mariano Rivera just fucking charging at shit in the outfield. But I digress. Then we have Shane McClanahan at first and Roy Halladay as a second base card with actually a lot of secondary positions. God damn. That's crazy. And then AL Central, we have Adam Dunn, Cy Young at first base. Cy Young finally getting some love, maybe. And then Riley Green, my apologies, as a relief pitcher. Zach Greinke at shortstop. And Byron Buxton as a starting pitcher. AL West, we have Nolan Ryan in center field, and they gave this motherfucker 80 speed, which I think is absolutely nuts, but I kind of dig it. Mike Trout with a secondary position, a shortstop, but is also a starting pitcher. I'm not a big fan of his per nines, but like you could put him at shortstop if you wanted to. Mark McGwire as a relief pitcher. Randy Johnson, the 6'10 left fielder. He's going to be robbing shit left and right. And then Jonah Heim at third base. And finally, in the NL West, we have Zach Gallen at shortstop, which I actually haven't checked out this card yet. Really good fielding. Holy shit. Immaculate fielding. He can run decently. Just not a lot of pop on his bat. Charlie Blackmon. I kind of fuck with this card. He doesn't have any quirks, but 118 hits per 9, 113 pitching clutch. His control and break is pretty good. He just isn't going to strike out a ton of guys with his velocity, but he's kind of filthy enough that he might actually be a little bit underrated. I kind of want to use this card when it comes out. Kenley Jansen, he actually started as a catcher, so I kind of thought it was cool that they gave him a catcher card. And then Jake Cronenworth and Willie Mays round out your Team Affinity Diamonds. Another part of the content drop yesterday was the first drop of Season 3 awards. We have Nico Cavadas. I apologize ahead of time if I'm butchering any of these names. A first baseman with pop for the Angels. Then we have Addison Barger for the Blue Jays, who is a utility guy all the way except for catcher. Maxed out clutch, better against righties and against lefties, but he's an immaculate fielder. Then we have JT Realmuto getting some love with a 93. 99 arm. His fielding stats are going down a little bit, but he has 82 speed. They fucked him on stealing. I don't get why they did that, but who knows. And then to round it all off, we have another catcher, season awards catcher, Yanir Diaz, with a first base and corner outfield secondaries. Pretty good hitting stats. Pretty good arm, just can't run for shit, but that's okay. You don't really expect a catcher to run. And you can unlock these by how it's been all year, doing moments and then completing missions along the way. Now, I believe there is also, yes, there are showdowns. There's probably mini seasons. Is there not mini? Okay, there is mini seasons. I was going to be shocked if there wasn't mini seasons. So there's mini seasons, there's a conquest, and there's a show, or 3 showdowns for each, there's 4 showdowns. You can also do the extreme. Okay, didn't know that. But there's one for each, like, division in each, you know what I'm saying, league. There we go. And there's also an extreme that can earn you extra rewards. But then on the ranked, battle royale, and events side of it, let's go to events first since I'm already there. So, Chapter 1, you can use Team Affinity 1, 2, or 3 Chapter 1 cards and live series, and then you earn your way up by winning rewards. You get relief pitcher Wade Boggs at 10 wins, sinker, curveball, cutter, circle change, 118, 106. He's got a couple quirks. Not going to be a bad card. Someone you can probably throw in the bullpen. And then Trevor Hoffman. Oh my god, this guy at shortstop, second and third with 96 arm, 86. The speed they give these pitchers, man, is crazy. But maxed out contact against lefties, he's going to be kind of a Craig Biggio type, if you know what I'm saying. So that one might be a fun one to grind. Battle Royale now. I'm going to have to do the whole new Battle Royale program. So at the silver, we have Tom Henke, Brock Burke, Ron Marinaccio. My guess is as good as yours. And then Garrett Crochet. Are the Brewers going to get some love at all, ever? Paul DeYoung, Trevor Story, Taylor Ward, and Trent Grisham. Well, it kind of. Was 2020 really his breakout season? I feel like 2019 was until he fucked up in the wild card game and we lost to the Nationals. I'm definitely not still salty about it. And then for the Diamonds, we got Jose Altuve, Chili Davis, Adley Rutschman, and Nolan Jones. So the Brewers continue getting no love in these. And then, in my opinion, what is a sort of lackluster Battle Royale 100-point rewards? It's Alex Gordon and Felix Bautista. And I'm telling you right now, as much as I hate to say it, I'm taking Felix Bautista. Because Alex Gordon cards just don't excite me. I don't know if that's me just being in the minority of opinion there, or whatever it is, but Alex Gordon cards just never excite me, especially because there are much more exciting names and exciting stats in the game. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Battle Royale rewards. Am I just being a little too stingy? Am I a little bit accurate in my opinions? Let me know what you guys think. And then we go to the ranked rewards. I didn't play a lick of ranked much of Season 2. I really just wasn't into it. We go all the way to 75 in the program, and we get a 97 overall action figure series Bruce Sutter. 111 hitting stats, sorry. 125 K per 9, so he's going to be a big strikeout guy. It's just a matter of if you're striking people out or giving up hits. And then you move on to the World Series reward at 100 points. You have a choice between 99 Paul O'Neill, Retro Finest to 1994, or 1996 Silver Slugger Barry Larkin. A 99 Barry Larkin is always kind of interesting. He's kind of a step above mid. Still really good stats. Just doesn't have anything maxed out, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing right now. We don't need a ton of maxed out stats, especially since it's Barry Larkin. Like, he'll be fine. He has good fielding. The only problem I feel like I have with this 99 card, and which I have with all of his cards, but it's nothing they can do about it, is that he only plays shortstop. And I think I haven't looked at his baseball reference at all. I don't know if he ever played another position besides shortstop. But all of his cards ever, he only has shortstop. So it kind of makes him a bit limited in where you can put him on the team. Because if you have a shortstop that you like and you have a DH that you like, you're not really going to use Barry Larkin. So I'll leave it at that. But then Paul O'Neill, maxed out contact against righties, 125 clutch. Fielding, but you know, it's Paul O'Neill. That's kind of what you get. Really good hitting stats. I like this card. I might be more inclined to take this one and use him at DH just because he has outfield positions and you can also use him at DH. So there's a little bit more wiggle room there. But we'll see as the season goes on how my opinions change. And then there's collections too. So for Season 3 collection specifically, right now they have, you can get 1 wildcard slot, collect 10, you can get a headliner pack, collect 15 Season 3 cards, you get another wildcard slot. Are they doing 4 wildcard slots again? I'm going to double check that really quick. I believe they are. Yeah, they are. Okay. So you have, as I don't know. I also saw something like they were holding on to the wildcard slots from last season, but I also think that might be a glitch. So we'll see if they fix that in the next week or two. Collect 30, you get a bonus, a habit pack, so that means you're getting a gold. Collect 40, you get a 99 overall closing pitcher Mariano Rivera, which I think is interesting. Because they're obviously not going to have Mariano Rivera be able to pitch and then a different card of Mariano Rivera be able to play center field, right? I'm curious to see that, but we have a bit of time. I feel like, yeah, you have to choose one or the other because I feel like that's how it's been for other cards. But we'll see. At 50, you earn a third wildcard slot. At 70 Season 3 cards, you get 99 Jackie Robinson. I've been waiting to see a 99 Jackie Robinson. I've been waiting all year for it. Maxed out contact, 99 speed, 90 stealing. You know what you get with a Jackie Robinson card. 125 clutch, 99 overall bunting, 125 vision. So this card is going to be really good. My old roommate, his favorite baseball player of all time is Jackie Robinson. So I kind of have another connection to this card now, or to this player, I should say, because he's not just a card. But it makes me more excited to see him now. And then they're obviously going to add stuff along the way, but for the time being, we jump from 70 to 150. And at 150, you get the first Season 3 collection choice pack. And unless they're probably going to add more as we go on, right? Like, we're not just, there's no way we just decide between one of these three, right? Because I feel like in previous seasons, they've already had it where, like, all three of them were available. But that might just be me. I'm not too sure. But we have Randy Johnson, another outfielder turned pitcher. 4-seam, 2-seam, slurve, slider, splitter. Maxed out K per 9s, 99 break, 99 velocity. Got decent quirks. He's got outlier on that fastball. Pretty good card to use. He's going to be nasty to face. But then we also have Lou Gehrig. Oh my god. Maxed out contact, 125 clutch. Only plays first base, but I think that's on par with how cards have been in the past. Alright fielding. Not a bad DH, but also not a bad first baseman. But then we have Ricky Henderson. 99 speed and stealing, the base stealing god. I like his hitting stats, 115 clutch, 125 discipline, so your check swings are going to be, you're most likely going to be good with check swings. Any quirks? Oh my god, he's got 9 quirks as well, so this card is pretty good. I like what I'm seeing so far. This start to the season is pretty good, but that's not the only collection they added into the game. They also have the Season 3 rewards, as well as the Out of Position collection. When you collect 10, you get 96 overall catcher, Bob Gibson. I'm not a big fan of the hitting stats, especially for it being a 96, but I think what makes him a 96 is primarily the fielding, like 93 fielding, 88 blocking, and 99 arm. So that is going to be a good one. And he's a switch. Was Bob Gibson a switch hitter in real life? I don't know if I'll have to check that after the video because I don't know if that's accurate. But anyways, at 20 out of position collection reward, you guys know what I'm saying. You get Hunter Green shortstop card. Better against lefties. All right clutch. All right speed. All right fielding. Kind of mid for a 97, I'm not going to lie, but we'll see. At 30, we get a 99 Michael Lorenzen in center field with the corner outfield secondaries. Immaculate fielding. 87 speed. Why did they give these pitchers 87, like 80 plus speed? Is there some, like, I know, like, obviously these aren't accurate anyway, so they don't really need to do much, but like, you can give them like some lower speed. Like Nolan Ryan, you don't have to give a 40-year-old Nolan Ryan 80 speed. He wasn't running that fast, but that's just me. It's also just me nitpicking. It's really not that big of a deal. This card looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know. The bunting stats and the fielding are probably wouldn't make it up to a 99. I would say the hitting stats aren't quite 99 level, but it'll be usable at least for a few weeks in the season. And then 99, starting pitcher Anthony Rizzo when he struck out Frederick. They used that card art. You'll love to see it. Screwball, they gave him at 68 miles an hour. Imagine like you're in your World Series game. You've been facing Randy Johnson all game, and then in the bottom of the ninth, they bring in Anthony Rizzo, and he's just chucking up 68-mile-per-hour screwballs. That would fuck with me. But this card's going to be really good. They also has hitting stats because he has a secondary position of second base. Better against lefties, or against righties, I should say. 92 fielding, 43 speed. That's on par with an Anthony Rizzo card. I really like this though. He doesn't have any quirks, but I don't think he needs to because of that screwball. So if you go ahead and do those collections, you'll earn those rewards. And I believe besides what's in the pack shop, they have for the next 7 days a free jumbo pack, which I think I pulled Logan Gilbert out of that pack last night. So go ahead and unlock that. It's free. At the very worst, you have some players you can use for either collections if you don't have the live series collections done yet, or you can use them for exchanges. That's also an option too. They have an out of position pack with, oh, that's the one you saw in the XP reward path. But it's 40,000 stubs. That one I think is a little pricey. If these were like 20,000, I think I would be more willing to consider it. I really haven't bought, I don't think I've bought any packs off the market this year. Maybe like 2. Because like they're so expensive. Oh, Headliner. That's what I was missing. In the Headliner Pack 39 for Season 3, the first one we get is a first base Lance Lynn card. Switch hitter. Pretty good hitting stats. 102 clutch. Just can't really do well in the field, so that's why they have him at first base. That makes sense. I like this card. No quirks. Doesn't really need them. But he's a switch hitting first baseman. 96 overall. Not bad for this point in the year. And to cap off the video, I realize I've been rambling for the last 19 minutes, which I didn't think it was going to be that long, but I apologize. What do I feel is the best way to grind Team Affinity and get these cards ASAP? All I did last night to get to 32% in this was do the moments, and I had enough players to do the exchanges. I got home at 11 p.m. last night. The content dropped at 2, and I wanted to get up early this morning to go to the gym so I could play the game the rest of the day. So I didn't really have much time to play last night, but I already got like a third of the way done with the NL Central just by doing moments and player exchanges. You don't have to do player exchanges. I just have the live series collection done and have had like a ton of duplicate cards in my inventory that I'm okay using them for exchanges to help me get further in the program quicker. But what I feel is the best way to grind Team Affinity and also grind out parallels, which it might be the blatantly obvious one once you see it, but like you'll know what I'm saying. You can by all means do showdowns to get the vouchers and extra stubs, and I think there's a couple packs they'll probably throw in there somewhere. But the main one I say you do is the Team Affinity Season 3 Conquest. It's basically a redo at the USA map. Because let's go back down and look for the USA map. The Nation of Baseball map. Take a look at this. Alright? It takes a long time at the beginning of the year. You earn postseason stand usual. It helps you gain a lot of XP stubs and packs and grind out stuff at the beginning of the year. Now let's look at this one. It's basically the same map. And it's going to probably take a decent amount of time to do. But when you do it, and the main reason I say you should do that, because once you complete it, you might already, by the time, you know, with all the missions you do, especially if you do team builds while you're grinding it, by the time you complete it, the Conquest gives you 125,000 Team Affinity points. These program paths are 200,000. I'm already at 65,000 by the time. Okay, even if I were to use the entire map to grind NL Central, by that point I'd probably already be at 200,000. But then that applies to the rest of your Team Affinities. And to get to 125,000, that puts you, I think, like roughly 60% of the way there. And you've probably been earning points anyway by, again, playing the game, using specific team builds for certain divisions. Do this because it's going to take the longest amount of time, but it's also going to give you the most amount of points in one go. So I would say the first thing you should do is work on chipping away at Team Affinity Season 3 Conquest. I understand Conquest isn't everybody's thing. It wasn't my thing for a while until I kind of started getting a little bit better at the game and more understanding what it takes to grind this game. And some of you may not be grinders, you may just be casuals, and that's fine. If you aren't a grinder and you just want to casually play this game, you don't want to do all this work for the Team Affinity, that's fine. You don't have to do the Conquest. There is showdowns. Like I said, you can earn vouchers that you can exchange for points. And then also the extreme one too. But then there's also mini seasons that we looked at. You can do that. You can just play the quick 3-inning games. You can get the vouchers that way too. You can also use the team builds there. And they give you a lot of options. And if you don't want to do offline grinding, by all means, hop into ranked, hop into battle royale, play the event, do whatever you want to do to play this. But my personal opinion, if you are looking to grind Team Affinity, grind out this game, get some parallels going, get this going as fast as you can, by all means, do the Conquest map. That's what I'm going to be doing once I upload this video. The Conquest map is going to give you the most packs and the most opportunity to earn points. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of yesterday's Season 3 drop of content to start it. We have 84 days remaining in the season. I'm excited to play the game, which I haven't been able to say in a little bit, which kind of makes me excited for what else they have in stock. If we look at the fucking schedule here, we have double XP until Tuesday at noon Pacific, so that would be 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. So we have a few days to earn double XP, so that's even more so a reason to grind out the game, especially with the shortened XP reward path. Coming up on November, oh my god, on September 6th we have the drop 2 of season awards. So that is, I think that's next Friday. So next Friday we have another season awards drop. So we have a week to grind the content. Then on September 10th we have Romantic About Baseball program. I'm curious what the theme behind that is. Like, obviously it's gonna be a romance, so we might get like heart emojis on the card, who knows. And then on September 13th we have 3 different things. We have the Roberto Clemente Day program, we have a new event, and we have a ranked update. So you have until the 13th to kind of grind out that event and ranked. So if you want to get those done, by all means, now is the time to do that. But yeah, like I was saying, let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the Team Affinity 3 drop. Let me know what you think of the content in general. Are you guys even going to hop on the game? Are you guys done with the game this year with this content model they've been doing? It's been an experiment. It hasn't been the greatest at times, but I think this is a nice, refreshing way to get us excited about the game with the goofy cards. You know, Paul Skeens, you can see at catcher, Trevor Hoffman at shortstop. We weren't going to be seeing these in the game prior. So I think this is a good way to make the game fun again, personally speaking. But thank you guys so much for watching until this point in the video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you never miss out on another video. Stay tuned for more MLB The Show content in the coming days. I'm going to get back on the Call of Duty content. I promise you guys, I haven't forgotten about it. I've just been wanting to make content that I fully enjoy, and I didn't want to prioritize Call of Duty when I was genuinely excited about certain MLB content. But I will be getting back to Call of Duty. Black Ops 6 comes out in, I think, 2 months. So we're leading up to that, which I'm excited for. Other games are going to be coming to the channel. If you guys want to see certain games on the channel, leave a comment down below to let me know what you want to see, and I will do my best to make it happen. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.